Herkese merhaba, kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Hogwarts Legacy ile tekrardan birlikteyiz. Şimdi müdürenin yanına gideceğiz. Bakalım neler olacak, nasıl olacak. Üçüncü denemeyi umarım hemen başlamaz. Hemen başlarsa bir tık üzülebilirim. Evet. Merhaba. Bayan müdüre.
I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to
Bunlar
lose.
bayağı bir sıkıntı ya
Have a look at the
hanımefendi.
map. Fortunately,
Göz atalım.
the next trial is fairly nearby.
Aa, deneme yakın diyor. Hayır.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office.
Tamam, müdürün
In
odasına
fact,
mı gitmem
I
gerekiyor?
witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly
I understand. Very
Müdür
well.
iyi değil diyor.
We'll
Ama
find
ben
someone
girmiştim
to get
müdürün
in.
odasına.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Tamam.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Müdüre hanımın odasına gireceğiz. İnanmıyorum. Eyvah eyvah. Burada bitti görev. Şu an ne yapacağımızı bilmiyoruz. O halde yan göreve gidelim mi?
I've always said that travel
Hah.
broadens the mind.
Düzeldi işte bu. Profesör Fig ile ofisinde konuş diyor. Tamam. Işınlansak mı acaba? Yani cisimlensek mi? Profesör Fig'in yanına. Profesör! Profesör Fig! Eski müdüreyle yeni müdür arasında kaldım. Yardım! Umarım şu akşam güzeldir ya. Yani güzel olur. Elimden geleni yaptım, bakalım. Burada bir görev var. Bir saniye. Aşağıda bu görev. Aşağıda bir yan görev var. Daha aşağıda. Dur bakalım. Daha da aşağıda. What the? Sakin ol, sakin ol. Burada.
I thought I could count on my friend.
Evangeline.
Pardon me. Is everything all right?
No, it's not.
Ne oldu,
We
ne
only had
istiyorsun?
2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also,
Ne
what
çanı, ne
bells?
zilinden bahsediyorsun?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are
Sonra?
a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway,
Evet,
it was going
Angeline.
swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Profesör Black çanları kaldırmak mı istedi? Bunda bir pislik var bu arada. Çanlarla ilgili bu kadar önemli olan şey ne?
Is it really that important that the
Yani
bells go back
Profesör
up?
Black
Is
bunlara
it
demiş
really
ki
that important?
çanlar başıma
They're
ağrıtıyor,
part
çan
of the school's
kulesindeki.
history.
Bu
Those
çanları
bells like they
kaldırın
told a young
demiş.
Merlin that he was running late to charms. Or call the
Bunlar da
usual
tamam
wild
demişler ama
smith to dinner.
Hogwarts'a ait olduğu
We can't
için
simply fiddle with
istememişler,
history.
yapmamışlar
We
yani.
want to be its stewards.
Profesör Black gerçekten baş ağrısından dolayı mı istedi bunu?
Taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard...
Tamam.
Can you keep a secret?
Tabii ki tutabilirim.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every
Çanlar
hour
ona
on the
düğün gününü
hour,
hatırlatıyor
but mum's the
muymuş?
word.
Yok artık. Alışması lazım bence. Neden çanları kendin yerleştiremiyorsun da
If
benden
only two
istiyorsun?
bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Tamam. Çanlar konusunda yardımcı
Perhaps I could
olabilirim.
help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
İyi tamam hallederiz onu. Şimdi bir şeye gidelim de.
I imagine the bells are just inside the bell tower.
Bay Fig'in yanına gidelim de. Aa, müzik odasına git diyor. Şimdi görev değişti bu arada. Tamam ilk bu görevi yapalım sonra Profesör Fig'in yanına gidelim. Evangeline. Hadi bakalım. İyi olacağım, iyi olacağım. Bu oyunda da sona doğru yaklaşıyoruz. Bakalım nasıl olacak. Kuru siyah.
Revelio.
Hey dostum. Çok güzel olmuş ya yılbaşı temalı. Çık bakalım. Daha yukarı çık diyor. Çok korktum şu anda.
Revelio.
Evet. Ne demiş? Kurbağa korosu. Aa bana tanıdık geldi. Burada bu Hogwarts Mystery oyununda da vardı sanki. Burada Hogwarts kurbağa korosunu oluşturan sümüksü ama senfonik kurbağalar dönüyor. Bu büyülü amfibiler 6 bölümlü bir armoni içerisinde şarkı söyleyebilir ve çoğu insandan daha iyi bir perde tutabilirler. Tamam. Tamam.
The bells must be upstairs.
Revelio.
Şurada çanlar var. Evet.
Revelio.
Şurada bir tane küçük çan var. Ha daha yukarı çıkmam lazım onlar için. Tamam.
Revelio.
Buraları keşfetmiş miyim ya? Keşfetmemişim. İlginç. Ben de her yeri keşfettim zannediyordum burada oyunda. Evet. Güzel.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps.
Ben bunu nereye yerleştireceğim ya?
Revelio.
Ha, anladım.
Revelio.
Şu anda anladım. Ulan buraya ilk kez geliyorum ya. Demek ki okulda hala keşfedemediğim yerler varmış.
Accio.
Da neyse. Buraya gireceğim daha sonra. Bu kurbağa geçidine gireceğim.
Revelio.
Tamam. 2 tane boşluk var.
Revelio.
Birini yere düşürdüm ya. Yere attım da denebilir.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Evet.
Revelio.
Hay aksi. Aşağı düştü bayağı. Dur bakayım. Aşağı düştü değil mi? Evet. Aşağı düşürdüm.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Benim çanlarla büyük problemim var. Ay, sen miydin?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Kulağınızı hissedebiliyor musunuz? Çünkü bu ses beni çok rahatsız etti.
One up, one to go.
Biri oldu mu? Biri oldu. Güzel.
Revelio.
Şükür. Sıra geldi diğerine.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Evet, ikinci Çin işkencesine başladık. Yalnız hanımefendi kaldırmak istemekte haklı.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
İşte bu.
That wasn't too hard.
Sonunda.
I'm pleased about this, even if black isn't.
Tamam, bu işkence bittiğine göre şu kıza geri dönebilirim. O nasıl bir ses işkencesiydi ya? Bir de son ses kulaklık açık. Sesini kısacağım size dinletirken. Evet. Ladies and gentlemen. Şekerim. Çık yukarı dostum, çık. Çık.
If he thinks he's getting away with this,
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
you're a credit to the school.
Evangeline.
I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well.
Bravo. Çanları
Don't know how much
kurtardın.
this
Harikasın.
means for me and
Mükemmelsin.
for Hogwarts.
Profesör Fig'in yanına gideyim şimdi de. Profesör. Yalnız denemeyi açabilirim. Hayır ya. Denemeye gitmek istemiyorum şu anda. Deneme derse kapatırım oyunu, haberiniz olsun. Çünkü deneme uzun süren bir şey. Ben de bir yarım saat falan yedim oyundan. O yüzden denemeler biraz bekleyecek. Professor Fig.
Now here's a Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered
Evet.
each other at Rookwood Castle.
Miriam'ı
She was
öldürmüş.
doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her
Yani
leave with
karını.
it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice
Aa,
potion.
çok hızlı
You'll look
iksir mi
and sound
içeceğim?
like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows. when
Evet,
such a thing
güzel
might come
soru.
in
Bak
handy.
kız mantıklısın.
Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Hayır ya, denemeye başlıyor galiba. Evet.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
Hocam benim başımı
I see.
niye bu kadar belaya
But what if
sokuyorsun
Professor
ya?
Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Hadi görüşürüz.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Tamam, şu madamla bir konuşalım da. Direkt denemeye başlayacağım. Bundan sonra da yaz ayına gireceğim. Okul müdürü olarak. Hadi bakalım. Şu madam ile bir konuşalım. Madam ile. Uçuş tozu kullanamıyormuşum. Aha.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Evet, ne diyorsun?
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
I did? I did, yes.
Yaptım.
Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Oh, gerçekten mi? En iyisine ben karar veririm. Oh, gerçekten mi?
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Çıban tedavisi.
Of course, yes. No need for
Çok
all the
iyi.
cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir. If you insist.
I
Rezil
do.
ettim
And thank you,
profesörü.
Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't. Chewing with your mouth
Bu bayağı
open?
eğlenceli bir
Where are your
görevmiş bu arada.
manners?
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Yolda başka kimler?
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have
Gitmen gereken
somewhere
bir
to
yer
be?
yok mu?
Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd
Bu
rather be right now.
bayağı eğlenceli bu
Do
arada.
you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on
Tamam.
about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you.
Harikasın
Just know
sen
that I have
Lydia
eyes
ya.
and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Evet.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Şu konuşma balonunu asla bulamayacağım galiba. Evet. Az değil ama bu kız ya. Revelio'da yapamıyorum. Hadi bakalım.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Headmaster? What
Hey.
can you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon,
Açıklama
sir.
yap
I'm
bakalım.
simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes.
Tamam.
Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache
Bıyık
paste.
macunu mu?
Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure
Ben
you,
çok
I am
iyiyim ya,
quite
süperim,
healthy,
harikayım.
Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Herkesi bir şoka uğrattım.
Very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pus. Mustache paste.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word? I should like to speak with you, Professor.
Merhaba
Professor
madam.
Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than
Evet,
none at
Quidditch
all.
yapalım. Quidditch
The
yapalım.
injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What
Tamam.
nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of
Aptalca
student
bir
over
oyun mu?
a silly game.
A silly game. You are quite impossible sometimes, sir.
Ne diyorsun sen ya Lydia?
And the magical games and sports
Salak mısın
administrator.
Lydia? Bakılıcı olmaz.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why.
Acaba ne yaptın da
Good day,
kaçırdın
Madam
çocuğu?
Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Ne diyorsun?
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Bakalım etrafta konuşma balonları var mı? Sebastian'ı da göreyim de Lydia'yı seviyor musun diye sorayım. Hep unutuyorum Revelion'un kullanılmadığını. Şurada bir konuşma balonu var. Hadi bakalım. Koş koş koş.
Rumor has it there's a secret passage.
Gel bakayım
Miss
buraya.
Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Lanet evcinim nerede?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Herkes de anladı bende tuhaflık olduğunu. İyi bir yalancı değilim. Hadi bakalım.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might,
Ne
speak with you
konuşacaksın ya
about
Profesör Fig'le ilgili?
Very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ne? Öğrenciler için endişeleniyor. Zaten nadiren burada oluyor. Gizli bakanlık meseleleriyle ilgileniyor. Ve onu özlemiyorum.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot.
Hayır, Lydia öyle şey
I shall
yapmaz.
keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
İyi günler Profesör Weasley.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any.
Ahem. Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind
Sen
me
hayırdır
of the
ya?
password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
Fikrimi
And
değiştirdim.
now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Bilek
Master
ailesini.
does remember it.
Ailemin saltanatıyla ilgili. Kanın saflığı ile ilgili. Ya Bilek ailesi saf kan.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Evet, her zaman saftır.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ya
Yes, of course.
ben
I
bu
ordered
cine
you to
neler
pronounce it
yapacak
for
kim bilir.
But Master knows
Müdür.
that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Very well. Toujours pur.
Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Mükemmel.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Evet. Seslere bak ya. Koş. Ya geğirmeyin pis pis ya. İğrençsiniz.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Benim adam geğiriyor.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Evet. Evet. Bugünlük buraya kadar. Kanalıma abone olursanız sevinirim. Eğlenceli bir bölümde hoşuma gitti. Hepinize hayırlı zamanlar, hayırlı vakitler, hayırlı akşamlar. Artık ne zaman izliyorsanız. Bu şekilde. Kanalıma abone olursanız sevinirim.